Well, on to the third one. After I review the second one. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. If you don't know, is all about Austin Powers who teams up with Felicity Shagwell, played by Heather Graham. And in this adventure, his arch nemesis, Dr. Evil, has created a new time machine to go back to 1969 to try and steal Austin Powers' mojo. And Heather Graham is there to help him out and try him to strike another meaningless relationship that leads nowhere. And that's it. You get the introduction of some of the big characters in here. You get the introduction of Mini-Me and Fat Bastard. You do get a little cameo from Elizabeth O'Hurley. I almost said O'Hurley. Elizabeth Hurley in here. But this is a very weak film to me. I am not a huge fan of Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and yet I am not a fan of the first one that much. I reviewed it as a comedy, and I'm reviewing this one as a comedy. The jokes do not hit at all. Why is Heather Graham in here? Heather Graham is in here just to look hot. Does she succeed? Oh, hell yeah. Heather Graham can never look ugly or bad or anything. She's always going to be smoking hot. But she can't help it in this film. She is just in here to look hot. And with the clothes she's given, especially when you first see her come into the story, I get it. Mike Myers' career has gone downhill. I think it might have been because of The Love Guru, which I do have a review of up on my channel. Oh God. That film just needs to disappear from humanity. This film just fails on almost every level. I did not laugh one time because they use some of the same jokes over. The only time I laughed was when the opening credits were happening. I can say this. The Austin Powers movies have amazing opening titles. Especially The Spy Who Shagged Me. He's naked and there's all these like sexual innuendos. The one I just got done watching in Goldmember. He's on a film set. Tom Cruise, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Steven Spielberg are there making a movie based on his life, and it's the only good thing I could sorry about that. The only good thing I can say about this film is that Mike Myers is trying, but this one resorts to a lot more potty humor and a lot more just him being stupid. The first one, it was funny because it was the first time I've seen it. But when I've seen you do it so many times, it gets boring and tired. Another good thing I can say is that Heather Graham looks hot. And she is hot. And the opening credits were good. It was competently shot, but we mostly know all comedies are competently shot because there's barely anything you need to worry about. The action scenes, they're there. They really don't do anything. If it wasn't for the sexual innuendos in these Austin Powers movies, they would have been PG. I only have one more to get through. That is Austin Powers in Goldmember. Let's see how this one is. I've heard this is the weakest of the bunch. It could be. I have no frickin' clue. I've never seen this movie. Actually, that's a lie. I've seen the first 10 minutes before, I think. Whenever Beyonce comes in. I will have reviews tomorrow for some more stuff I'm putting in my sell pile if I don't like them. And the first one up is Sing. And then The Devil Wears Prada. And then Angel Eyes with Jennifer Lopez. And then Thursday afternoon, you can expect a review for this little film coming out in theaters called Ready Player One.